For decades, Norwegian football was defined by one ruling dynasty, Rosenborg. They were the kings of the Eliteserien, the unstoppable machine that dominated the 90s and early 2000s. But every empire eventually fades, and when the old guard began to crumble, two new forces rose from the shadows to claim the throne. From the icy north came Bodø/Glimt, bold, fearless, and revolutionary. From the fjord city of Molde came precision, structure, and quiet ambition. Together, these two clubs have reshaped Norwegian football, rewriting what success looks like in the modern Eliteserien. They carry Norway's flag proudly across Europe. Bodø/Glimt's story is one of pure transformation. For decades, they were known as the club from the edge of the world, far away from Norway's football centers. They survived the harsh Arctic winds and long winters. But within that isolation, something powerful was building. When Kjetil Knutsen took charge, he didn't just coach a team, he built a culture. Glimt began to play football that reflected their region. Brave, fast, intense, and beautifully unpredictable. They pressed with passion, attacked with creativity, and believed in every pass. In 2020, they shocked the nation by winning their first ever Eliteserien title, doing it with style, dominance, and joy. And when they repeated the triumph in 2021, it wasn't luck, it was evolution. Their performances in Europe soon made them legends. The unforgettable 6-1 victory over Jose Mourinho's AS Roma sent shockwaves across the continent. Under the northern lights of Bodø, a new football revolution was born. Molde's path was different, but no less impressive. The club had been a steady force in Norwegian football for decades. But the real turning point came in the early 2000s and 10s. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjær's management, Molde modernized both on and off the pitch. They embraced a professional structure, focused on youth development, and learned how to build success that lasts. Their 4 Eliteserien titles since 2011 are the product of long-term planning and a strong vision. Molde doesn't rely on stars, they create them. Season after season, they rebuild, adapt, and compete at the top. Where Glimt's success feels like a wave of energy, Molde's dominance feels like engineering. It is precise, organized, and relentless. Together, these two clubs have turned the Eliteserien into one of the most intriguing leagues in Scandinavia. Their rivalry is not built on hatred, but on ambition. Every time they meet, it feels like a clash between two philosophies: chaos versus control, instinct versus strategy, innovation versus tradition. And yet both share the same dream: to push Norwegian football further than ever before. They have made the Eliteserien competitive again, forcing other clubs to raise their standards and rethink what's possible. Their influence now stretches far beyond Norway's borders. In Europe, both Bodø/Glimt and Molde have earned respect with their courage and consistency. Glimt's victories against established European clubs and Molde's disciplined runs in continental competitions have shown that Norwegian football is no longer to be underestimated. They represent a new era, one where tactical intelligence and emotional passion combine to produce teams capable of standing against Europe's elite. What makes their story so powerful is not just their success, but where it comes from. These aren't clubs from the richest cities or backed by global investors. They come from places defined by nature's extremes: long nights, frozen fields, and small communities that live and breathe football. In those conditions, belief becomes everything. Glimt's yellow glow under the polar night and Molde's blue pride by the fjord are more than colors. They are symbols of identity, unity, and resilience. As the seasons pass, it becomes clearer that the Eliteserien now belongs to them. Bodø/Glimt and Molde are building not just teams but legacies.